Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Speaking of Diamonds. My name is Rich, and if you are new, welcome. If you're coming back, thank you for coming back. It is a great day to talk about some diamond painting. And what I thought I would do today, maybe a little bit different than I've done in the past, all three videos or two videos that I have out there. This would be groundbreaking. But I recently have made some purchases and I wanted to go through those with you. And I wanted to do a bit of, dare I say, an unboxing. I think in my first video when I talked a little bit about my goals for the channel and stuff, I says, I'm not super big on unboxings, but the feedback I received was, well, but we like unboxing. So I'm going to do an unboxing a la Rich in my style. And I hope you enjoy it and definitely look forward to your feedback. But also because I'm doing it because number one, it's canvas that I'm choosing for an event. And I want to go through it with all of you. It's a small shop that I don't hear a lot of out in the community. So maybe introduce you to a new shop. It's a really cool picture. Plus, I need to talk enhancements. So it sort of ticks all of the boxes for me. So I figure let's go ahead and get into it. Before we get started, I just want to apologize. My nails are not dirty. I was painting and I have black paint that will not come off. Unfortunately, I think it will be on my fingers longer than it is going to be on what I'm painting. So just so you know, I know sometimes, well, nails are sometimes gross when you see unkept nails. So I just wanted to let you know, full disclosure. So let's go ahead and get into first the accessories that I have obtained, talk a little bit about why, where, and what I think of them. And then we'll take a look at the canvas. So I'm going to first start off with a pen that I received as part of an auction. Let me see if I can zoom in here a little bit. Um, that may be a little bit better. I can bring it up too. So this pen, this is from Lady Lathe um, Co-op. It's a co-op. It's Stacy Travis is the woman in charge. It was her turning business, and she went ahead and opened it up and got a number of ladies involved in turning pens and making different accessories. So this was a pen that was up for auction, and what is unique about it? It's resin, and I believe this is I forget the name of that, but it's I know the name of it, but I don't know how to pronounce it. It's the cactus chola cahola, I don't know, cactus. But what is unique is what's in the center here. Let me bring this up. This is abalone, little fragments of abalone here, and I have always wanted an abalone pen. And a while back, I had asked a couple blank makers, hey, can you is there such a thing as a full abalone pen? And they said no, because number one, it's usually not large enough to make a whole blank, but also it's extremely fragile. And if you don't know what abalone is the inside of a shell that has this just iridescent quality to it, um, with just it looks like purple pink, but then as I'm turning it here, you see how it's just shining back greens and blues and yellows and stuff like that. So I saw this, and I know Stacy works very hard for her money, so hard for it, honey. So I aggressively bid on this. Can you believe that someone else was trying to outbid me for this? So this did the bidding got up there. I'm not gonna lie, but I wanted it, and when I want something, I get it. So Stacy was so excited. Stacy was the I think it was the well, she was definitely my first pen turner that I've bought a pen from. And I've since branched out and stuff like that and looked at other turners, but I currently have a box of probably a dozen or so blanks on my way to Stacy for turning. But so I really liked this, and was so appreciative of my aggressive bidding that she goes, I'm gonna do something else for you. I'm gonna get you something else. And I said, not necessary, but very nice. And I told her, I says, I've always wanted an actual abalone pen. The closest I've gotten, let me see if I can grab it really quick out of my the closest I've gotten is like these abalone-esque pens, which I think you can see here um, why this would be considered like an abalone-esque type thing. It has the same colors, but it's just not the same. It's first of all, it's not real, but then the shine just really sort of isn't there that you have in the actual abalone. And one of my things is I when it comes to um, anything really in life, I like things that are different, and I like things that incorporate natural items. So hybrids, I really enjoy hybrids because usually it's wood or it has like the pine cones in it, or in this case the cactus, but then add in the abalone, it's just a whole nother level for me. So Stacy says, I'm going to do something else for you. She says, you like abalone? And I said, yeah. She goes, do you use trays, like the trinket trays? And I said, well, yeah, yes, I do, but I don't. Let me see if I can just fix the light here a little bit for you. Maybe a little bit too bright. So she says, I got you. So she made me this tray. I'm not even going to say it's a trinket tray because I just think it's a work of art. This is a tray that resin, like a blue resin, has some iridescence to it. It has a very fine micro glitter in it, but those are all pieces of abalone. I mean, come on. This is I'm not a huge tray person, but you know what? That I'm gonna use this tray, and even if I don't use it as a tray, I have it set up on my table as sort of a piece of art. I mean, that's just to me, this is just it's beautiful craftsmanship, but then the abalone is just beautiful nature that just grabs me. So then Stacy also included some other knickknacks and whatnot. I usually get I see, I think I have it up here somewhere. Usually she sends some like a letter, like a actual letter in resin, and I normally get here it is. I always get the R because rich. So that's cool. You can put a magnet on the back of this and use it as uh, cover minder if you'd like, but I just have it. I had it sitting out on my desk for a bit, and I just had to put it away with some of the other stuff that I have out now, especially for Christmas and some other projects that I'm working on. But then Stacy sent me this, and this is just so. I think this is so cute, and it is my Christmas decoration on my work space here. So a little resin Santa boot, tea candle holder. And I love anything Santa. Um, when I was growing up, like my dad didn't like do a real like pretend it's Santa thing. It was just like, let's go to Toys R Us on Christmas Eve and get a toy, and there you go. Which it that is what it is, and it's fine. But I just love the lore of Santa and Saint Nicholas and all the versions, the European versions and stuff like that. So I love anything Santa, and I haven't put it up in years because it's a lot of work, but I have about 75 Santa figurines. I don't know, would you call them dolls? They're I would get them at like Michael's and Frank's Nursery and Crafts when they were around, or what was the other one? I think it was mostly Michael's, but they're like Santas with like nice cloaks and um, usually it's like a porcelain face and very nice velvet fabrics and stuff like that. And it's just on. There's some of them I have that are whole body, but others are just on sort of like a form, like a triangle form. So it's like it's a statue. But I used to put that out in the living room at Christmas time with lights under snow and a sort of an uh, old fashioned little sleigh that I had. I mean, it took up half the room, but yeah. So I have this, and this sits on my desk. This is my, like I said, my Christmas decoration. And if I know that I'm gonna be here for a while, I replace this with a real tea light and have a nice little scent going. So this is Lady Lathe Customs. She's based out of Florida, and she does lovely pen work and resin work. And like I said, she has a number of ladies that work with her, and it's sort of fun seeing them learn the craft. Like I know a couple of them were learning how to turn pens. And in fact, I got one of the first pens from one of the ladies, and it has pasta in it. Because again, I like different, and who doesn't like pasta? But so Lady Lathe. So my purchase was the pen, and then I got these beautiful little free gifts. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this off. So the next thing that I purchased was from TTT in the dark, TTT dark. She does TTT stands for tumblers, tweezers, and I'm horribly prepared. I suddenly forget what the third one means. But I got a pair of tweezers from her. I saw this on her site. She's an Etsy store. I'll link everybody down below, of course. But she has an Etsy store, and I saw this, and it was sold out. So I immediately said, Oop, I want to go in. I immediately said, can you make that for me? And she goes, yeah, I just have to go get more of the charms here. But this is a nice quality pair of tweezers. You have the option of stainless steel or ceramic, but she does the sort of the glitter coating here. But look at the charms. Look at the charms. We got Darth Vader. We got a stormtrooper, R2D2, and C3PO. I grew up with Star Wars. The Star Wars figurines as an only child, they were my competitors in uh, Candyland and different games. Why people would get an only child a board game, I don't know. But anyway, um, but yeah, I really enjoy Star Wars, and I thought these were really cool looking. She'll take custom requests. I says, I really like blue, but I don't know if blue would take away from like the blue in R2D2. So she did this really beautiful, I don't know, what is that, chartreuse basically, but it has this iridescent glitter in it that gives a lot of blue and green. So um, very reasonable for that. So um, go check out her shop linked below. The next one is a pen. I got this from Enablers Outpost, and my screen is looking blurry, so I'm not sure if it's me or just the connection here. So I hope you can see this. But it's just sort of a simple run-of-the-mill paw and bone pen here. I've seen these around. A number of different blank makers and turners have them. The reason I wanted this specific color is Sammy is black and white, and his paws are white. So I wanted this specific coloring, and there was a lot of blues out there, a lot of different colors, but I wanted this. And this is not my first Enablers Outpost. I say this was from Enablers Outpost. It was from Enablers Outpost. I their pens feel very nice in the hands. They do very nice turnings. They will, take custom requests as far as how you want it turned and stuff like that. So definitely go check them out. They also have some great diamond paintings. I have one of their diamond paintings that is in my stash waiting. It was for a fundraiser. It's irises and like purple irises. Yes, irises. And I love those because they used to grow all over my yard. They've since died out, but it's like a memory from childhood of these just dark, vibrant purple blue irises that are just so uniquely shaped. It's just a memory from my childhood, so I had to get that one. Okay, moving on. Um, Anyone know Donna Bass? Donna Bass is a um, fantastic pen turner, and she also dabbles in 3D printed items. Um, and I like Donna Bass's pens. I like her turnings. I've never gotten a custom, but I've gotten some of her, pre-made items. Um, I saw this and I had to have one of these. And it's so let's go back, rewind. What did I say earlier? I said that I like nature, I like rocks, I like things that are different. The slow reveal. Let me bring it up to the camera. This is a carved geode pen. I mean, I just take a minute. Take just just take this in. I mean, are you kidding me? Let's talk about how this is made. So she carves it. So this is uh, wood. It's wood. She carves in, and then she embeds. See if I can get a real close up here. She embeds little gems, little baubles, if you will, little beads. She embeds them. Where am I going? Here we go. There. Oh, look at that one. She embeds the stuff in here so it looks like a geode. Those rocks that, look very unassuming from the outside, and you crack them open and they look they're beautiful. Here's another small area. I mean, this is just, to me, the words, um, well, definitely the word game changer. This isn't necessarily a game changer because it's a pen. It does what game changing to me means functionality. This is just breathtaking. It's stunning. And what I love most about it is it doesn't affect the hold of the pen. One of what particularly that I see in Donna's pens that she loves to do is put embellishments on the outside of the pen, like the rhinestones or little things that, like charms that dangle and stuff like that. And it's beautiful. It's just not my style. And when I'm turning my pen around, it, I I have uh, a pen that I think it was from Donna. It has like spiders on the outside of it for Halloween. And it just, after a while, it starts wearing on your finger a little bit. This is just like the lightest, sturdiest pen. But again, I I'm not speechless very often, but this is just amazing. Um, go check out Donna Bass, the Facebook group. I'll link it down below. She has a site as well, but go check her out. She does like random drops in the Facebook group every Thursday, I believe, and uh, they'll do some pens that are rapid number generator or random number generators, or then they'll do like the first come first serve. And I have bid on a number of these, and I finally got lucky through the number generator. But this is just Donna. I've never met you, Donna. I want to meet you, and I want to just give you a big old kiss for this pen. Uh, anyway, okay, so those are my new things, my new haul. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about events. So the event that I'm preparing for is an event called Tick to Ride. And I will link the Facebook group below. But last year was my first year to participate in it. And basically, what it is, it's a 2-month event that in which you do a canvas that shows a destination, but then the destination has a theme. So last year, I did a picture of an Italian coastline with the the houses and the buildings going up the coastline, and it reminded me. I think I talked about this before, but maybe not. It reminded me of one of my favorite movies is Under the Tuscan Sun, and it reminded me of the town that she goes to meet her lover, and has some delicious looking gelato and limoncello that his family makes. So it reminded me of that. So that picture, that was my destination. That was the movie that I was representing. Then Tima from DP with Sparklers is, I think she's definitely one of the sponsors, but one of the things that they encourage is enhancing. So I did some enhancements on that, and I am working on getting all my enhanced canvases together and go through them with y'all. But you also work on, you get points, which then you could use to buy tickets, or maybe you get tickets that you use to like buy chances to win things at the end. So it's not necessarily like a let's give something away every week thing. You build these points by doing different things that they request. Like there will be like a word search maybe one week, or you have to comment on something, you get a ticket. But one of the ways you also get tickets is you write sort of a story that goes along with your picture. And I struggled with that a little bit last year, but then when I did an event for in August, Oz and Og, or Og and Oz, I get the two messed up. I did a story about my picture, and I really got into it. So I'll probably do that again. But the canvas that I think I'm going to do is from Captured by Radiance. Captured by Radiance is a company. They're based in, their website says they're based in Canada and the Pacific Northwest. So I don't know if that means that they have two different locations, or if they just like sort of run things across the border to help with shipping. But this is the box that it comes in. It's sort of a, obviously these are made in China. It says here ABC Diamond Painting. I looked it up and I could not find a manufacturer under that name. But nice sturdy box this came in. I also like that it's a different color. It stood out in my stash. But let's go ahead and get to the best part of it, which is the contents. I'm also working on getting a different place that I can film these, because my desk here is a little bit limited. But the canvas itself comes in a little, what is this technically, or organza? Is this an organza bag? But one of the little mesh bags that a lot of the toolkits, speaking of toolkits, come in. So let's go ahead and first look at the toolkit. This is a standard toolkit with one difference. And I actually had to go back and see if I ordered this way or if it just came this way. But let's get it all out here. Your standard tray, your standard starter pen, and then a pair of murder tweezers here that sharper than everything. And then this came with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different placers. So it has, well, 7 actually, because it has the regular tip, but then it has 2 of the angled single placers. Then it has two four placers, and then 2 straighteners. Okay, that's what this came with. A grippy. And then what is this? This looks, oh, this is like reindeer washi tape. I purchased this during last year's Ticket to Ride. I used the coupon code with the event, so this would have been purchased earlier in the year, like January, February this year. And then, of course, your standard little pads of wax that they come in all different colors. They tell you they're essentially the same, but I'm going to tell you, in my opinion, blue trumps pink and purple trumps blue as far as functionality. I don't know if it's different. I doubt that it's different formulas. I know it's just different colors, but they seem to work a little bit better. But whenever you have these little things, don't forget you have this little plastic cover on it, so you're not trying to fill your pen through the plastic there. And it comes in this little jar that's nice for storing some extra specialty drills and stuff like that when it's empty. We move this off. Now this is what's different. Well, first of all, here's their business card. Captured by radiance, your masterpiece awaits. Deborah Metzinger, co-founder, and Tamara Brown, co-founder and owners. And then they invite you to their Facebook group and give you a coupon code. This was an added bonus. Again, I went back to look. Did I really order this or was it thrown in? I don't know that this comes with every painting, but it came with mine. And let's rewind once again. What I say earlier, I like rocks, I like nature. So this was just like so cool. This is a little cover minder, and it's Dalmatian jasper. Dalmatian jasper is an actual stone, crystal, whatever you want to refer to it as, and it looks like a Dalmatian, right? And this is just a little cover minder. This is awesome. I'll have to look up. I forgot to look up what the properties are if you're into crystals and energy or anything. The properties of Dalmatian jasper, but I have several pieces. This is definitely the most functional. Usually, the pieces I have are just like the pillars or different shapes and stuff like that. But yeah, it came with this really nice cover minder. So thank you for that. And I love that they label it so you can look it up and see what it is. Let's get into the canvas, shall we? So as I am getting this out of the bag, so I'll tell you, I've already been in this, but then I'm like, well, I want to do an unboxing, and hello, the word unboxing means you take it out of the box. Like, oh no, let's put it back in the box. So I did repack this a little bit, but actually I'm gonna get rid of that since I don't think this is going to be rolling around like the pen stuff work. First thing I noticed, this is the back of this canvas is just super soft. And I'm going to go ahead and unroll this in my limited space here. So I will put a picture of the entire canvas up periodically throughout our tour here, just so you can see what the entire thing looks like. But um, this is probably the best that I'm going to do at this second. Get the light from shining, but look at that. I this is just it's I mean, that picture is just it's different. And again, I like different. And it's like a landscape, but is it a futuristic landscape? Is it like an art deco landscape? I don't know. This is called Blue Moon. It's from the artist Andy Russell. It is an 80 by 60 licensed art. Licensed art is very important to me. We could talk about that at some other time. But I went on the website today and looked. They still have this piece, but it says it's retiring soon. So if you like this, go get it. And let's take a look at the canvas first. And I'm going to tell you how I'm sort of tying this into the Ticket the Ride. So it has your standard stickers for your containers, nice large ones. You know, sometimes the DAC size ones or the smaller ones are a little bit harder to see, but these are nice size, nicely like laminated, whatnot. This has 60 colors. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABs, and then there are two, and their abbreviation here is ND. But when you look at the description, they call them unicorn poop. Poop, because I'm 12. Poop. That's their like dust drills. And let's go ahead and take a look at the drills. First of all, look at the colors. You know, everyone's always like, "Oh, look at the colors." This to me, this is like a nice array of colors, if you will. Um, and the so it goes in order of DMC number. So I'm just going to come to the end here to pull out their special, get the special drills here. I think, let's see, it starts at 827. So let's go ahead and look. So here is 827 ND. This is color number 54. But let me see if I can get it to show here. This is a sort of like a pale country blue dust drill. Uh, fairy dust, sparkle dust, soul dust. There's all the dust drills out there, but it has that fine mica powder covering to it, so it gives just a different type of effect when it goes down on the canvas. Here, you may be able to see this one a little bit more clearly. As far as the mica powder goes, this is a really pretty blue. Like, what would you call that? Like, I wouldn't say turquoise. I don't know. I don't know like all my color official names, but that's a really pretty one. And then here's 321. This looks like a sort of like a pinky red. Looks very red on camera, but it does look a little pinky. This is an AB. So maybe it's the AB color cover that's giving me the little pink and the um, iridescence there. Here's 666. I know this is deep red in the DMC numbers with the AB coating. Oops. This is one of my favorites just because I like the deep red, but I also do like the AB coatings on these. And then here's a nice sunny yellow with the AB coatings. Coating. It's one coating. And then sort of like a vibrant pink here that has the AB coating. So those are the specialty drills. I'm looking at these. There's a little bit of trash here. Let's go for the big offenders, the 939s and the 310s, right? So 939 dark blue here. I don't see any trash here. There's just a little like rando piece here. But I'm going to be honest with you. I don't mind trash as much as I mind the tabs, when the drill has a tab on the side of it, and you don't realize it till it doesn't sit on the next to the other uh, drill nicely on a canvas. So here I don't see a lot of drill. I don't see a lot of trash here. So I'm perfectly happy with how these drills are looking. So I think that the here a little bit. Where are you at? A little bit of trash. The little piece of trash there. Yeah, that's nothing. That's nothing. Um, Given, I mean, imagine how these are made, and they're so small. You give me a couple little pieces like that, I can pick it out, not a problem. But like I said, the drills with the tabs on it, that's what really gets me. So let's go ahead and move this off to the side, and let me show you a little bit about the canvas. Um, there's something really neat with this canvas that I've only seen one other place do, but maybe I just haven't been paying attention. Um, and let me see if I can get some of the glare off of here for you. So here we have the scalloped edges, the poked edges, so it's not going to fray, and it feels very, nice quality. You have their logo up here, captured by Radiance, your masterpiece '08s. And then over in the upper right hand corner, the information that was on the sticker sheet along with the image of the picture. So again, this is a 80 by 60 by Andy Russell. It's called Blue Moon, number 6. And then you have, now I'm going to turn this to the side because I think it's just easier. It's easier to work with here. But so here's the top of the canvas. Here's the bottom. Really need to do something about this glare, but I don't know what to do except to turn off the lights, and I don't know if that's gonna that helped a little bit. And it didn't take away from the image. So top, bottom, right? Look at this this legend here. It's upside down if you're looking at the painting right side up. But when you flip to the other side, so now we have bottom, top. This one is right side up. This, someone had pointed this out in another video, and they said you could tell that the person who designed this is a diamond painter, because all of us, unless you have some super nice spacious room, a lot of us flip these things. And how nice is it that you can flip it and see the legend from any direction? So I think that's a nice touch, and it just tells me, hi, diamond painter, we know how you do things, and we're going to try and help you out as much as we can. See if I can get this any further back without really messing with it here. Again, I have some limited room. So again, their sort of tagline here along the back, or on the bottom. Here we have oh snap insurance. Oh snap. 100% satisfaction guarantee. Hopefully I never need to use that, but it's always nice to know that they stand behind their product, and they will get you some extra diamonds if you throw them across the room or what have you. And then here's their socials. They do have a Facebook group. I'll tag it down below. They also have an Instagram group. I'm like more of a Facebook person, but I do look at Instagram, so I'll put both of these down there depending on which one you aspire to. But look at the colors of this canvas. Like, you see if I can, that's gonna be too dark maybe. Well, let's look at it in the dark and then in the light. So you can see the image here maybe a little bit better, but the colors are a little bit muted in the dark. But so a couple things, like what do you guys think? Is this a futuristic landscape? Is that there's a style of art that I think this is sort of representation of, but it's awesome. And part of the reason that I picked this, so why did I pick this, and how am I going to make this fit into this event? So first of all, I picked it because Well, number one, it sort of comes with, and I don't know if I said this. So destination event, and then there's themes. Last year it was movies. This year it's music. Blue moon, I saw you standing alone. Uh, Comes prepackaged with a song title, but I don't know that I'm going to use that song um, because of what I see in the picture. So we'll talk about that in a second. Um, but so that's one reason. Number two, because as a backup I could totally go with that, but also there's a lot of color blocking. And the Christmas piece that I'm working on is Confetti Central. We looked at that a little bit more in detail in my last whip and chat with my confetti trays that I got. So I'm looking forward to some good old color blocking, but then it does get interesting. There's some line blocking here. Definitely gets a little confetti-ish up in here, up in the trees, but certainly not horrible. Let's look at this moon though, because it's called Blue Moon, and it is blue, sort of the crescent moon there. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know that I'm gonna focus on Blue Moon as the song here. We got a little shooting star, and then we have. Oh, let's see what color do we got here. Go to my legend. We got some 798s. We got the Anchor 820s. What is this one? 799. So we got some blues. Here's I'm going to do a video of symbols, and I want to know what you guys call some of these symbols. This one I don't have a name for yet, but I'm working on it. 3822. It looks like maybe like a off weightish thing. So like little stars in the sky and stuff like that. And you come down to the mountains. You have this beautiful house, castle. I think this gives me, like, with this railing and sort of like, I forget, and the turret. There's a turret, but there's like this big, sort of like a wall that goes around it. It gives me castle, but I think I'm gonna go with, like, it's just a nice house. Um, and then you have the lake, which, let's see, the 939s. Here's our dark blues. Um, and is there any 310s? That's one thing I always look for too. Oh my gosh, you guys, we have a painting here with no 310s. Stop the press, hold the phone. We got no 310s in this painting. That's pretty cool. There's usually always something for at least just an outline, but all of the dark areas, the water in the hills here, in the trees, these are all 939s. That's really cool because I don't see that very often. And then this is just really a very, very colorful um, picture. That's really cool. Although technically black is all colors because it's all the colors combined, but you know what I'm saying. It's going to be a very colorful thing. So why did I choose it? Because of the color blocking, because of the built-in name of the song. But here's what I'm sort of going with. And I'm really sorry that I can't fit this all into screen, but like I said, I'll be putting a picture up there periodically. The other thing is, just brought you in a little bit closer here. The drill field, the labels, perfectly clear, perfectly clear, and I don't see any, like, real confusion here. You know how sometimes you get the symbols that are similar and then they get put next to each other and it drives you crazy? I don't see any of that here. I think the worst that I see is, like, here, and when I say worst, I'm using that very, very loosely. But right here, there's an anchor for sort of this darker blue, and then a lighter blue is the pi sign. And I could see at a glance, well, if I take my glasses off, I can't see anything. But at a glance, I could see where maybe those symbols would look together. But the blues are different enough that I think it stands out. Let me. I need a little bit more light here. Maybe here, there's it's not really. It's like the sideways at symbol, and then there's that. I don't know, what is it? River. It's like the straight line with the squiggly line. Maybe those, and those blues are sort of they're not as set off as the anchor and the, so, but still completely doable. um i don't see any I don't see any real confusion here. Just big, huge. I mean, these H's, these are some of the biggest H's I've ever seen. um but yeah, I really like this canvas. I think it's a quality canvas. Let me bring you back out here. So let's talk a little bit about what song am I trying to go with this? What I see here. Okay, so first of all, Blue Moon, number one. Number two, Moon River, because this could be a river. It could be coming out here and then go off to the side, then go off to the side here. So this could be a river. So I thought about that one, and I do love that song. That is a beautiful song. And of course, Breakfast at Tiffany's. I have a minor obsession with Audrey Hepburn. When one of my trips to New York, we took the big red bus around the city, and we went down this one like totally unassuming street. I love this about New York. We're just going down this normal looking street, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's Audrey Hepburn's house over there." Like, I almost jumped off the dang bus, but so uh, Moon River. But what I'm sort of getting from this picture is alone, but not in a sad way, because the colors don't say sad. But this house just here, this is why I'm going with it as a house, is just here, solitude. Let me get out my thesaurus. What other words can I come up with? But I'm just getting quiet, peace and quiet. And I'm going to tell you, when isn't there a day? Maybe it's just me, but give me a lake, give me a house on a lake where I can hear the loons, where I can hear birds, where I can see Bambi running across the lawn. To me, like, I need nature more than I need people, quite honestly. And that's sort of what this is giving me. So I started looking at songs that had to do with being alone, and a lot of them are sad, and I want something that is just like really peaceful and stuff like that. So my challenge here is going to be really picking out the song that this represents. But like I said, worst case scenario, I go with Blue Moon or Moon River. Now let's talk about enhancements opportunities. What can I enhance? Everything. So first of all, I think definitely some of these like stars, I'm going to enhance with um, maybe an AB, maybe like a pearl for squares or a bubble. I should have grabbed, maybe I'll go grab them right now. Give me 1 second, and maybe I'll edit this out. But let me grab some of my items here from my stash. Let's see. I'll grab the items that are in drawers, so it looks like I am totally organized, but I'm in the process of organizing. So don't judge. I've seen your stash. I've seen your stash. It's just like this. I'm kidding. I don't know what your stash is like, and I do hope you are more organized than I am, but I don't know about you guys, but I have to be in the mood to sort of organize stuff. And I got on a tangent a couple weekends ago, and I went through and did a bunch of this stuff, and then I sort of stopped. But I got these new. This is new for me. I used to do all my specialty drills in like the envelopes that they came in boxes with like dividers and stuff, and it works perfectly fine. But I outgrew that a little bit. So I'm moving these over to these drawers, and I'm going to clue you in on something. If you get drawers, whether it's the small ones like this or the larger ones, you want to find some place that does these little inserts for the bottles. Now, these I did get at DP with Sparklers. I'm sure they would have made all of the same color for me, but I'm sort of just purchasing what they have. So I have a number of different colors going on here, but that's fine. I didn't want to be like, oh, could you print all new stuff for me? I'm just gonna, use up their inventory. But these are amazing because it stops the bottles from falling over, especially when you take one out. But let me see here. I would probably do with the stars. This is a Bubbles 4 square, and the name of it is Luna. And it's basically, it looks like a round drill, but it's a little bit more, it's a little bit more round, I guess, to be honest. And it just has like I don't know that it's an AB coating, but it's just a different type of sparkle. So I may put some of those out there for stars. There's also this one called Splash that this may match. These don't come with these, and the sparklers don't come with AB numbers. So I may have to do some matching to see if this matches in the painting some of these blue stars here. So I may go with that. This one, Marina, this would actually be very pretty. It's a nice dark blue, but it reflects a little bit of a white one. So I may do something like that. What else? For the moon, it's called Blue Moon, so I sort of want to keep it blue. I don't know what I would do. Maybe a sparkler for the moon. Maybe I can find a nice blue. Here's a nice sparkler. So the sparklers these are sparklers for squares. So when you go to look at, in particular, well, any site really, but this is DP with sparklers, you want to make sure that you're buying the right specialty drill for whether or not you're painting as squares or rounds. And because squares and rounds, as we all know, are different sizes. So these are round drills that are, or I'll say round shaped drills because they're not round drills. They're round shaped drills that are specially sized to fit square paintings. So that could be sparkler metallic aqua, could be really pretty on that. But I think you see, here's a pearls. Let me get one that maybe can see a little better. This is no, I don't like that one. Let me look at this one. This is a 666 AB. So we know this color is already in here. These are pearls. They're just small. They look like half pearls that give you a different dimension to the picture. So yeah, I don't think I'll have any room for quad cubes, but you never know. This is one of my favorites. This is called Oak AB Quad Cube, and you can sort of see there. It's the actual color is sort of like a honey tannish color, but then the AB coating gives it the iridescence to it. So some I have lots of choices here. This is just part of what I'm doing. These are something new that DP with Sparklers came out with. let me see if I can find one that shows up good on camera here. These are crystal confetti drills. And what they are, I don't know that I'm going to get this to show up really great on camera. Let me put some of these in a tray, see if that helps. Oh, this is a pretty blue. 995. I need to, let me see, is there a 995 in here? Ooh, this is a color in the painting, so maybe. So see how much I can get here. So it's a crystal, so it has the metallic back, so you don't see through it, but it's sort of like a glass. They're not glass, but it's sort of see through with the color. But then they put confetti in it. Ooh, there, I'm seeing it on my monitor right now. See how, like, sorry about my nail. See how there's like a pink coming through, um, maybe a different hue of blue. That's the confetti that's in these. I'm setting this one off to the side because I think I'm going to need to use this somewhere. But, and we'll go through sort of the, not official way, but, how to sort of plan. If you want to plan, um, your enhancements, you can just go on the fly, and that's sometimes how I do my enhancements. But I also do like to have some sort of goals in mind of what I would like to do, what I would like to use, and definitely, like I said, I think putting some of the stars up here. um let's see, trees, I don't know that I definitely the moon, definitely the shooting star. I'm going to make that stand out a little bit. Whenever I see like snow-capped mountains and stuff like that, I immediately think of dust drills. So maybe put some dust drills here so that it reflects a little bit differently. Water. What do we do with water? I know sometimes a lot of people like crystals when it comes to water because it looks more, it looks like water. It's see-through, it's shiny, um I don't know about that. I'm gonna have to see if there is a 939 or a really dark blue with the confetti in it. That could look really cool. But maybe just a regular crystal here. Over here, maybe what is this here? What color is this? This is 321 AB. These like bright reds here. This may be a nice 666 AB pearl. Give it again. See, the customization is not only about how things appear when you look at it necessarily, like from a color or shine standpoint, but it's also about dimension. And a pearl sticks out differently, or a bubble sticks out, or even a sparkler sticks out differently than a square. So it gives it some dimension. Um, and I don't know, like definitely some stuff going on in the flowers over here. Maybe here it looks like some grass type thing. Maybe bring that forward. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it would be easy to do this over here. Like a lot of times when I do flowers or plants, well, flowers mostly, I think about when you look at a flower and you look at the petal of a flower, it is soft and it's velvety, right? So it doesn't shine as much. So I use dust drills a lot when it comes to flowers, because I just think it brings the shine down and it makes it look like you want to touch the velvety petals of the flower. But who knows? There's definitely a lot of stuff down here. So I don't know about the house. Definitely, I'm thinking definitely one thing I like to do um, with buildings for sure is I like to use slivers or sliverettes. And slivers and sliverettes are they cover sliverets are cover two. They're rectangular. They cover two um, words, rich words. They cover two spaces, or the sliverets cover like 3 and 0.8 ish uh, items. So sometimes I like to do, like, I'm looking at this and it's like I have to think about this. Is this like the window, the light part here? Is this the window? Let me pull you in here a little bit. Like here, these are windows. Is this like a shutter? Maybe, because look at this one up here. It's like surrounded by like um a light color, and then the window maybe is the darker color. But what I like to do is I like to use slivers, especially in like over here maybe, um where it maybe looks like there's a light on inside. If this is a window, sort of looks like a window, doesn't it? Maybe like a French doors or something. I like using uh they're golden in color. They're called something different, but it makes it look like there's a incandescent bulb on inside. But definitely can do some of that for the darker areas. Um, I can show you when we look at some of my completed paintings what that has looked like. But yeah, definitely lots of possibilities. I want to be able to sort of go on the fly here, but I also want to have some plans, because then I can make sure that I have the drills that I need, the specialty drills. So yeah, how is that for an unboxing? That was a really long unboxing, wasn't it? But we looked at some small shop stuff as well. So I will tag all of these vendors down below, captured by Radiance. I'll put a link to the event, the Ticket to Ride event, in case you want to take a look at it or maybe gear up to participate in it. And I will, of course, put in the shops that we looked at, Lady Lathe, uh, TTT After Dark, um, Enablers Outpost. Um, all the things will be down below. Thank you very much for your attention. Give me some feedback. Like, I know that I went a little crazy with talking about enhancements and stuff like that. I won't do that for every unboxing, but let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if you've used Captured by Radiance before. Do you like their canvases? I mean, it seems pretty solid to me. So I'm looking forward to working on this. So thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for your attention for the last hour and 2 minutes. And we will talk again very soon. Remember, when it comes to diamond painting, there is no right or wrong, so you do you. Thank you very much. I'll talk to you next time. Bye bye.